Alright guys, so I made a video about how to farm on IO, but my IO farming strategy works for any map you can think of in the game. And do the strategy that I showed in my IO video, and you will get a good amount of tokens by the end of an hour, or within an hour. The main issue that I have with that old system was that if you turned in a bunch of tokens to a vendor, you'd get a random chance of getting a certain armor piece or item piece, right? So you turn in 20 tokens and then you'd get an armor piece or just a chance at one. And then I remember spending hours and hours and hours onto IO, like just tons of hours. I want to say like 18 plus, something like that, like 20 hours. It was retarded. And I was just farming that area trying to get just a chest piece. And I kept getting gauntlet, oh helmet, oh gauntlet, oh cape, and I was trying to get the piece so hard. And I kept running into people that are like, oh, I need those gauntlets that you have on, nigga, give me that shit. And I was like, no, you can't. But the issue was that the vendors basically, there was no like luck. It was all luck based. Okay, so you don't get rewarded for consistency, like number of packages turned in. So if you turn in like 60 packages to a guy, you'd have the same exact luck as somebody that just turned in like one package or something. But now what they did was they changed the whole thing. They're like, all right, that whole random system, get out. It's out. We don't do that anymore. Now what they do is, if you want the armor piece, you have to buy that many engrams from, let's say, failsafe. So you got to go up to failsafe and you have to get 1 engram, 2 engram. Once you get 2 engrams and you didn't get the cape, you can buy the cape by, instead of getting a 3rd engram, you use 10 Nessus tokens, 15 legendary shards to buy an armor piece. So you do that with all the armor pieces essentially on every planet. This is how you do it. And now you have to claim 4 engram rewards from this chick, and you get the gauntlet, the boots, and then the gauntlet, and then the chest plate, and then the headpiece. But my issue is, I need the chest piece, so I have to buy 8 engrams in order to do that. So and it's not even times 20 anymore. Before, every vendor was, you give them 20 tokens, they give you an item. That's gone. It's not like that anymore, because Destiny is like, oh yeah, oh no, we have the new system, it's fair, and oh, it doesn't keep track of all your season 1 shit. They threw all that shit out of the window. So what you do now is you have to come here and you have to farm for all of these tokens all over again. And it just disregards how many times you've been on this planet before this. And you just come up here and you have to spend token after token on this shit. But the issue is, before you'd give the vendor 20 tokens and they slide you a smooth little engram, and you're like, okay, if I can get 60 in an hour, that's 3 engrams in an hour. If that's even good, that's so bad. Before, I used to get 80, so it'd be like 40, So, but then we run into the issue that they did. Now Destiny is like, look, I know that after the 4th chest that you open, the 5th chest sizzles out and you can't get a chest for like 3 minutes after that, unless you do a patrol mission or a public event or kill a high value target or loot a lost sector or something like that. But guys, I know it's really hard to farm tokens, and I know you only get 60 an hour, but now the vendors are going to cost 30. The vendors now cost 30 tokens to level up. Your game is actively dying, and you guys are screwing over what few people are still playing this shit. Like, I've spent so much time playing this, and they're just like, nah, F you. Nah, go play something else. And I'm like, I will, you morons. That's the problem. Nobody's going to buy this shit anymore. If there is a Destiny 3, I will not be getting it. At all. Destiny 2, if you guys don't have Destiny 2 yet, please do me a favor. Wait a year. Wait 1 year until they've released all the content and all the bullshit, and then they're going to clump it all up in one little Christmas bundle in order to sell more copies of the game. And you're going to have the full game for like $45. DLC, everything. And the game's going to be a better game than it is now. So yeah, now it costs 30 tokens for the vendor. So if you get 60 tokens in an hour, that's only 2 engrams. You get 2 engrams an hour. And so it's going to take you, 1 hour for cape? 1 hour and like 10 minutes, something like that. However long it takes you to farm 10 tokens. So it's going to take you an hour something for the cape. Then since you lost time, now you're losing time because you had to spend 10 tokens of farming, So now in order to get 4, it's going to take you not just an hour. It's going to take you like an hour and 30, because you got to make up 20 tokens now that you spent on here and the cape and shoes. So now you're 20 tokens behind. So it's going to take you 2 hours and a half. So now you get here, and now it's going to take you 3 hours and a half. Oh no, 4 hours and 15 minutes. And you're just increasing, every now you're like 30 tokens in, and now when you buy this shit, now you're like an hour behind, and you're like, oh my god, you know? It's just so stupid. It hurts. It hurts that they would do something so ignorant and stupid. So you're constantly doing this on this planet, and you get all the items and sets for this character, right? And then you gotta come back on the other character and do it again. And then you gotta come back on the other character and do it again if you want the sets. Thank God I only play the Hunter, and I already have the IO and Titan set. And I have most of Mercury. All I need is just that chest plate, and I'm good. But, bruh, like, it is bad. This is stupid, and I hate this system. It is stupidity. We're not even going to mention the fact that Destiny was like, oh, you know, it'd be a good idea that we hide everything behind DLC. First off, Heroic Strikes were a part of Destiny 1. It came with the main game. I'm not sure why. I'm getting less of a game now for some reason. I'm getting less of a game than I did in Destiny 1. I thought this was supposed to be Destiny 2. Guess not. Guess this is a prequel or something, guys. But yeah, so we're getting less content, and then only when people complain, these idiots fix shit. Like, how do you not know? Like, something's wrong. Like, it's like you have to actively. It's like what is it? Like, you're watching a kid park a car or something, but it's not a kid. It's a freaking adult, and it's like, okay, you should know how to park a car. Okay, you parked the last car. Okay, you know, it didn't all break apart, which is Destiny 1. This other car. So you guys didn't do a horrible job there. It was a fun game after a year. It's like, okay, just go ahead and park this one. Just nice and smooth. Just go ahead and just back it up in there. And then they freaking just intentionally are just driving up on the curb. And it's like, stop! What are you doing? You're driving on the curb, you know? I shouldn't have to tell you you're driving on the curb. You're an adult. You know you're on the curb. Stop. But no. You have to tell Destiny. You have to complain to them. Or else they're just not going to care. They're just going to be like, okay, they seem to be cool with us parking on the curb. That's fine. No, you moron! Get off the curb! Holy shit! That's how I feel about that Bungie team. I feel like it's intentional. I feel like everything that they're doing, they're aware of the community. Come on, they have community managers. They know what people are complaining about 24/7 and what they want. I understand not giving us what we want, like more guns and weapons and shit, but come on, reusing content? This is so annoying. It's unoriginal, it's uncreative. I don't care about, oh, here's the Shinobu's Vow 2.0. Like, are you stupid? I want something new. And also, can you stop giving me exotics that have anything to do with the Hunter's Dodge? The Hunter's Dodge. We as a community have come together and said, this thing right here on the left side of my screen is complete shit. It's so shit that we understand that it's shit. Just let's not talk about it anymore, okay? You effed it up. The Dodge sucks. Just let it go. But no. Destiny's like, no. You know what we should do in this new expansion? Let's give the Hunter some exotics that help his dodge. And then, okay, I get this Aeon Swift meat. Okay, let's see what the dodge does now. Dodge grants the following Aeon cult allies. It gives the fellow people that are wearing the Aeon like exotics get these buffs from your dodge. So if you dodge, Warlocks charge grenades faster, Titans charge barricades faster, and you charge your dodge faster. What's wrong with you people? So instead of fixing the dodge, you're like, here, just take more shit. Take more of this shit and do more. Nigga, that shit is completely useless. Let the dodge go, man. You guys effed it up. The Hunter has a melee ability, which disorients people, but you don't see anybody ever using that shit, man. Come on, just stop. Please, Destiny, just stop. It hurts. It hurts to see you, like, shoot yourself in the foot and then keep walking. I'm like, stop, please. It's not even shoot yourself in the foot. That would happen suddenly. If you guys are slowly jamming a knife into your own leg and you're just trying to walk it off. You're like, no, I'm good. As you thrust deeper with this 10-inch knife. And you're just going through the ligaments and the muscle and the tissue. And you're just continuously just stabbing yourself. Holy shit. No, well, it's not that. You're not stabbing yourself. You're stabbing us. Holy shit, that's what it is. No wonder you guys don't feel pain. You're stabbing the consumer leg, man. Destiny 2, though. If somebody starts to pick up the game right now and they see somebody driving an old exotic Sparrow or an old exotic ship. God forbid, old exotic ship. Nobody cares about those things. They don't look cool. And they see that shit and they're like, hey, that's such a cool Sparrow, bro. Where'd you get it? And it's like, oh, come on, dude. They're in the bright engrams. And then they look and they're like, no, that's not them. I want the one you have. And it's like, oh man, this is from season 1. You can't get this anymore. And they're like, oh man, oh, that sucks. And they're like, I sure hope nothing else was in season 1. And then and then looks at the sets and shit, and it's like, oh god. Okay, so where's that gay shit? Okay, so these are all the exotics I've gotten. I've gotten this gravitation forfeit. It's what is it? Increase the duration of any invisibility effect. It's okay. That's okay. I don't hate that one completely. This copy, don't care. This dodging, don't care. Dodging, don't care. The only thing exotics that I use in this game actively are the stompies. I love to take them, run through missions. I love that super double jump. Oh man, that feels good. Stompies, love them. Celestial Nighthawk, it's just so good for public events. You one-shot the ships, the little big guys, the bosses, everything. It's just one-shot. It's beautiful. I love it. And then finally, Orpheus Rig. You know, that's it. That's all I use. Those are all the exotic armor pieces I use in the entire game. Pathetic, Bungie. Just sad. Then we have, out of all of this shit, how many are duplicates? Okay, so we have 1 duplicate exotic coming back. 2 duplicate exotics coming back. 3, why would they even bring this one back? It sucks. 3 duplicate exotics coming back. 4, 5. We have 5 duplicates coming back, guys. 5 out of, how many do we have here? 15. Wow. That's pathetic. That is just sad. 5 out of 15 exotics coming right back, guys. Okay, and all right, and we're looking at this list. Come on, guys. All the new exotics that they brought back that they brought into this game, just complete trash. You have the Fighting Lion, trash. The Prospector, trash. The Sunshot, it's fun. The Sunshot's really fun to play with, but it's not that good for PvP. PvE, it's good. It's okay. It's fun. It's a fun gun. I'll give it a good rating. Okay, then we have Vigilance Wing. I think this was in the last game. What, 5 heals on ally death. It's completely. It's not that good. Too much recoil, bad. Too much recoil, bad. The Wardcliff Coil, aka the Dubious Volley, aka from Destiny 1, was supposed to be released in Destiny 1, so withheld content. I'm gonna go ahead and count that as a duplicate exotic. The Sun Skyburner's Oath. I thought it was okay when I first got it. Then I never used it again, and I was like, oh okay, never gonna use it. Okay, so the guns that I use, Telesto, because it's bring throwback exotic. It's freaking trash. It's okay though. I like it. It's still cool. But duplicate, get out of here. Mida Multi-Tool, OP. Everybody uses it. Hardlight, duplicate, so bad. Darcy, nobody will ever use an exotic sniper or shotgun or anything that competes with a rocket launcher or a freaking fusion rifle. It's not happening. Why would I trade 6 rocket shots for like 12 freaking Darcy bullets? Are you joking me right now? That's a no contest. Just stop, guys. But just stop. This is just, I've gone on too far. You guys gotta stop. You guys gotta stop. I went flawless 1 time in Destiny, and that is it. I was like, after that, nope, no more trials. It's gay. I beat the Prestige raid, I don't know how many times, probably like 15 times. I beat the normal raid, I don't know how many times, probably like 40 times. I did 3 of the challenges, and then the Callous one, I just didn't do it. Too many people are retarded. But yeah, that's the video. That's pretty much it. All my complaints. That's how to farm on the new structure in Destiny 2. I really wish this was a better game so I could play it, but in its current state, it's just not happening, guys. I'm not feeling it. The rewards aren't looking that fresh. Whew. Raid layers are stupid. It's one thing. Like it's legitimately just fighting the Templar in Vault of Glass. You fight the Templar, but then the Vault of Glass you have the Gorgon maze, you have the exotic chest, you have the rare like fragments chests. You know what I'm saying? You have all these things, and then you go into this big room and you're like, oh shit, where am I? And you're like, this place is beautiful. And then you see these rocks, and then this nigga comes down, walking down the steps, and this nigga's looking like Zeus. I'm like, who are you? And he's like, Atheon. And I'm like, oh shit, that's Atheon. This is crazy. And Vault of Glass was amazing because of this. And then you walk in, and then you step on this little pad thing, and then the crystal forms, and you're like, oh shit, what's happening here? And then you look outside the window, and then you see Crota, and you're like, oh shit, that's Crota. Oh my god, that's sick. And then this shit, you just fall into some bullshit. You do some a jumping puzzle. Let me air quote that puzzle. There's no puzzle aspect. You're just jumping from pad to pad for like 20 minutes. Then you finish all the gay pad jumping because they're like, oh, I know what people want to do in raids. They want to jump on pads. That's genius. Write that down. There's no immersion, you know. In the Vault of Glass, you start out in this room area. You're like fighting out this areas, and you're like forming the conflicts. And you're trying to open the door and shit. And then you got this gay little thing in this game where it's like, all right, you just jump on pads for like 10 minutes. Let me just take a guess, like what Bungie's trying to do. So they introduce raid layers, right? And then they're like, okay, everybody's gonna love raid layers. It's gonna be the best. Okay, for this next raid, we came up with 5 encounters or 4 encounters or something like that. But we can't give them all the encounters. We can't give them all of this content just like that. Let's cut up the content. Yeah, let's release 1 layer at a time. Yeah. We'll call them raid layers. Like, okay.
Nice work, guys.
Like,
keep the ground clear up there.
Like, I don't get it. Oh my god, they brought back Shinobu's Vow? That lets you throw 2 skip grenades from Destiny 1? Why do they keep bringing back exotics? I thought the reason they got rid of my inventory was so I don't have these weapons anymore. It's supposed to make me use other weapons or something. But instead here, oh yeah, hey, guess what? Got a new exotic. Oh, Telesto. Oh, never seen that one before.